What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. This week, it's our panellists' job to guess the most talked about people of the last year. Rob's team, who do you think the nation have been talking about?
Greta Thunberg.
Thunberg, the old Thunberg.
Head of climate change.
Yeah, she's sort of in charge of climate change.
I bet her recycling is absolutely on point. I reckon she rinses out the peanut butter jar. That is a tough job. Howard, who bought Crunchy? Are you mad? You just get the jet wash out for that. Marmite, I don't even eat it now because of it. Someone told me off once drinking out of a plastic bottle because it was single use. And it was like, I was in a rush.
Yeah.
I was like, you know you shouldn't, but I've got a good get-out-of-jail-free card if someone tells you off. If they go, you shouldn't drink out of that single use, what I say is, it's not single use, because when I finish drinking it, I'm going to shove it right up my arse. And I find that really stops the conversation. They don't want to carry it on.
What's that, a small bottle or one of the larger ones?
2-litre Diet Pepsi.
We're talking about Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg. I don't know how we got onto the 2-litre Pepsi up your arse, but we went slightly off topic.
Yeah, the thing is, you try and do stuff, but you can't do it. Like now, we have these bottles now, don't we? The reusable bottles. Everyone's got one of these rather than plastic bottles.
I've got so many of those.
Yeah,
I've got hundreds.
Hundreds of them. This one's made in China. I hope they walked it over it.
You know what? I haven't got any kids. I say torch the place.
It's so annoyed politicians. People went off at the deep end.
And a lot of, middle-aged white men, I think, got very angry.
Anyone that looked like Gammon was livid. They knew she was right as well, so they had to just go for her.
I haven't seen men of that calibre that angry since Jeremy Clarkson left Top Gear. You heard the people said, oh, whenever she comes on, I'll turn off the television, which is, of course, exactly what she wants.
Outspoken women have been angering men like this since the beginning of time. Like, she's the human equivalent of leaving the landing light on.
What do you think of Greta? Do you like her?
I do like her, especially the fact that she's, at least 500 years old by now. I love it.
There is a theory she's a time traveller because there's
this
a still photo of her. Can we have a look at this photo? It does look remarkably like her. Oh. That is something, isn't it? Are you really subscribing to this?
I'm obsessed with this. I watched the show Ancient Aliens religiously, and
When you say religiously, you mean without really thinking about it?
Yeah, I
Look, it's very impressive what she's doing at 16. At
Yeah.
16, what was I? I was wanking and eating rustlers, mainly.
I think it's great that she's like a young hero, but I worry that she's not getting like a normal, childhood, like the normal teen experiences.
But if you remember your teenage years, do you want that to happen to her?
That's the problem for Greta, though. When you've done all this stuff by 16, she's an incredible woman. How's she going to rebel? Where's she going to go and rebel? She'll start off by going, you know what, I'm just going to put the cardboard in the red recycling bin. When in a year, she'll be having a hog roast with Richard Branson. You can tell that's the only place she's got to go, right?
The problem is, I agree with everything she says, but I don't know what it is. Whenever she speaks, I'm like, oh, fuck off a bit, will you? I'm trying!
Well, I can tell you that Greta is not one of the most talked about people of the last year, but Greta has totally changed my perspective on climate change. I've gone from not caring at all to pretending to care when people are around. Thanks, Greta. OK, Catherine's team. Who do you think people have been talking about over the last 12 months?
Oh, it's gotta be Boris Johnson. He lies and cheats more than a Kardashian's baby's father. More people liked Boris Johnson than the other one. It is a bit like a popularity contest between Prince Andrew and Piers Morgan, but I've decided I'm going to be right-wing now. Very right-wing.
You would suit being very
I
right-wing,
look right-wing. I look like
do.
the kind of white woman who would call the police on a child's lemonade stand. I do. It's like, go home.
You'd be great on Fox News.
Thank you, and fuck you.
Do you like our new glorious leader?
He's got a lot of kids, isn't he? I mean, even he doesn't know quite how many. He says, I want to keep them anonymous. But that entire family, Boris, his dad, the brother, they all look exactly the same. There's not a single primary school in South London where the teacher's not going, oh, yeah. I think, yeah.
Well, Rich, look no further.
Hi, guys.
I only found out recently that his full name, it's Alexander Boris de Pfeffel Johnson. He's a man with more middle names than morals. He pretends to be bumbling, but he's really sinister. Like when he did the Love Actually thing, where he went to that woman's door and knocked and was like, please vote for me, I'm a good guy. I was like, if Love Actually was like a Tory Love Actually, like a Brexit Love Actually, it'd be terrible. It'd be like that first scene at the airport where everyone's crying, but instead of arrivals, it's departures. Sajid Javid would have this maid that learned English for 8 months and then he'd still deport her.
Boris, he's so posh, he sounds like an old motorbike. But when he talks, like...
Like father, like son.
I bet he's quality on a stag do, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Boris turns up, here we go. Come on, dicks out, pants down, come on, lads. Game on my stag do, which my dad made us do, which was called Flip Cup Dicks Out. Where, you know, you ever play Flip Cup? Where you get a cup on the edge of the table, and you do that and you have to land it down on the top like that, right? Basically, if your team lost the race, you had to get your dicks out. And then you had to go down the slide in this swimming pool with your dick out.
You're in a swimming pool?
Yeah.
What are you doing at Centre Parks with your dick out?
Playing Flip Cup Dicks Out.
Flip cup.
And then my dad won and he still got his dick out and jumped in the pool.
Oh, my God.
You saw your dad's penis?
It was cold, so not really.
I cannot believe you've seen Boris Johnson's penis. That is amazing.
Let's have a look and see if he's up there.
Of course he is, dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Yes, Boris Johnson. In with a bullet. Boris gave the Conservatives their biggest ever majority, which was lucky because if there's one thing the Conservatives can't stand, it's minorities. Welcome back to AI's MCAT, where we're still trying to guess the nation's most talked about people. OK, fingers on buzzers.
Is it Prince Andrew?
Prince Andrew.
He's been in the news.
He's been in the news a little bit, yeah.
He's been knocking about. Because of the controversy, he's retired from public duties. I don't know what he actually did apart from walk around parks with pedos.
Yeah.
The whole way through that interview was extraordinary. He had all the misplaced confidence of a lettings agent on episode 1 of The Apprentice. A bit beforehand, he told his press secretary, I've smashed this. Absolutely gonna smash it.
The crux of the thing is, grown men really love the idea of a much younger woman, and I can't believe that's still a scandal. I think it's wrong, but is it unusual? No. When I was 17, I was banging the 31-year-old prom security guard, and he wasn't even powerful. He could get me just closer to the keg. I think his daughters are just innocent victims, because imagine, I've got an embarrassing dad. You know when your dad, just an embarrassing dad.
Yeah, Flip Cup Dicks Out, Dad.
I would be so gutted as well because, like, he was just like, it was very unusual. I was at home with the children, and the one time
Which children?
he drove you to a birthday party was because he needed an alibi.
In his defence, Woking Pizza Express is quality. They've got, like, the oven in the middle. It's great vibe. The toilets are quality.
Watching it, it did look like such a car crash, the whole interview. And I just thought, like, imagine being in that family and your dad has literally turned a car over that year, and that's still not the biggest car crash in your family.
What is it with the royals as well not shaving off that last bit of bum fluff on their head? They never commit, do they, to that tiny... Like, William's got it, innit? It looks like an arse.
Just shave it, I say.
It kind of reminds me of I've got a naked cat.
What?
Are they all naked?
I think you mean to say shaved pussy.
No, darling. Anyway, he's a Sphinx cat.
Got a Sphinx cat.
Yeah.
So they're totally hairless cats.
Totally hairless.
I'm obsessed by them.
Really? His
They're
name
amazing.
is Mr. Chow. And once I brought him into a cattery. I picked him up 2 weeks later over Christmas, and he came back with a Prince Andrew, like, peach fuzz all over him. I had to, like, wax him down, shower.
Wax him?
Yeah, it was awful.
So the cat that you
The
had...
cat was freezing, and basically the animal instinct made him develop peach fuzz. Just like Prince Andrew.
So a bald cat, gruesome hair, clearly doing really well, and then you got it home and went, yeah, better wax it.
I mean, it was a bit of Scotch tape. It wasn't a real wax.
I mean, that's one of the worst assaults on young pussies that we've allegedly discussed this round.
Well, I can tell you, Prince Andrew was not one of the most talked about people of the last year, but the biggest unanswered question of the Epstein scandal is how did paedophiles with dirt on the royal family get so good at killing themselves? Turns out the Grand Old Duke of York had 10,000 punchline redacted for legal reasons. OK, fingers on muzzers, 2 more to get. Go on, who buzzed in?
Is it the other royals, Hazza and Mazza? Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle has been in the news a lot. Go on, what do you
Yes.
make of Meghan Markle?
I find Meghan Markle fascinating because she's a woman with like the body of a goddess but the name of a minor Harry Potter character.
Meghan Markle. But is she Gryffindor or Slytherin?
Oh, I think they're both Gryffindor. I think they're the most relatable as a couple, the most relatable royals because neither of them has been accused of being a racist or a nonce. Recently.
At time of recording.
Harry's like the #2 popular royal right after the Queen. You can dress as a Nazi and still be the second most popular royal in that family.
No, because everyone thinks it's cheeky. It's like if he drinks too much, it's cheeky. If he dresses as a Nazi, it's cheeky. He marries a woman of African American heritage. Like, oh, cheeky.
So, what do you think, Richard, with Meghan Markle? She's getting given a horribly hard time by the press.
Yes, she is getting. I think it must be very, very weird being Meghan Markle. I'm thinking that thing of when you meet someone famous, it's really weird. And at some point, she met the Queen, right? She must have met the Queen for the first time. That must have been so weird. And I wonder how long it took before she got bored of meeting the Queen. I wonder within about 3 days, she's like, oh, fuck, it's the fucking Queen again. And like the first time you're in Buckingham Palace, you're going, I am in Buckingham Palace. I'm a girl from California. I'm in Buckingham Palace with the Queen. And 3 days later, she's thinking, the toilet is so far away from this living room. There's not a smart TV. This is a fucking nightmare.
Well, she claims not to have ever known who they were because in America they don't have news and TV. But I think it would have been way more romantic if she just said, yes, I targeted him from a young age. I watched the funeral, I saw him walking behind that coffin, and I thought, that ass, though,
Well, did you have a thing with Prince Harry?
Absolutely not, no.
I thought you tried to climb that.
all of these nights I spent in Mahiki. What a waste.
Should have been in Pizza Express in
I
Wales.
know. I would have gone for a young William.
You would have
Young
gone for
Wells
the
was
future
hot.
king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of your royals are already German, so apart
Yes.
from Meghan, so I might as well mince in.
I might as well mince in, like people don't say.
Say
I
the
would just
Rebel,
mince in, to the royal family. I'm just like one of them. I wonder, was Meghan Markle's life better before she was in the royal family? Because
Her life
like the
was
press have
definitely better.
turned on her for not showing us pictures of the baby day one.
She was treated so badly. I mean, on Remembrance Sunday and stuff, they made out she didn't put the wreath down right. I mean, she didn't do anything wrong as far as I could tell. It wasn't like she was hula hooping with the wreath.
You're going to remember this.
And she did the interview and someone said, how are you? And she just responds as a normal human being and says, oh, well, thank you for asking. Actually, I haven't been asked that very much. And people are like, oh, who does she think she is?
To be fair, they were in South Africa with a 4-month-year-old. What an holiday that is. Do me a favour, you don't take a 4-month-year-old Dorset, never mind South Africa. 12-hour flight and the jabs. No wonder you're stressed. I'd be viewing.
And they love as well to sort of stir up this thing about the sort of rivalry between Meghan and Harry and William and Kate, don't they? And you just go, well, you don't know if that's true. I mean, all families have that kind of cousin thing, don't they? Like, can you believe it? Your cousins, they're going to go to South Africa for their holiday this year. Oh, I mean, I like her, but she takes the piss, doesn't she? And, there's going to be all them pictures on Facebook. Is it my legs or is it hot dog sausages? I don't know. And, maybe there's a bit of that, but I don't know. I just think there's a lot. They're just sort of going for them for the sake of it.
No, the British press hate her for one reason and one reason only. She took the only viable ginger cock off the market.
OK, well, let's see if Meghan Markle is up there. Yes, it's Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle has unfairly got a reputation for being a bit of a diva, but royal insiders say she's only ever made one demand. Don't leave her alone with Prince Andrew. As we're talking about royalty, time for a quick royal bonus round. Rob, Katherine, come join me in the middle to play What Colour Hat is the Queen Wearing?
What colour hat is the Queen wearing?
Good luck.
OK, so the rules are simple. You've just got to tell me what colour hat is the Queen wearing. OK, so
What colour hat is the Queen wearing?
OK. Can I get some dramatic lighting, please? Right, OK, let's play What Colour Hat is the Queen Wearing? Rob, you're first. Take a look at this picture.
Yeah.
What colour hat is the Queen wearing? What are you going to go with?
I'd say black.
You think she's wearing a black hat?
Yeah, what kind of lunatic's going to add another colour palette to that purple monstrosity? It looks like a quality street that's escaped.
Well, I can tell you, full quality street. She went purple. I think that was the week Prince died.
Actually, guys, I don't see colour. I don't even know if that's a man or a woman. That's a person to me.
OK, Katherine, this is you. What colour hat is the Queen wearing?
Oh, gosh. Oh, I really needed to get this right. So, I think she's wearing, like, maybe a green?
You think a green hat with that outfit. Let's have a look. Incorrect.
Well, why is it always the same?
Rob.
Yeah, I'm
OK,
getting
next
the vibe
one.
now.
Let's get this. OK, you
Got
got it?
Yellow. Let's do this. It's yellow.
You think yellow?
Yes!
Rob scores. Well, listen to the crowd.
Fool me once, so fucking fool me again. That's the same, isn't it?
OK, next one. What do you think, Katherine?
I think it's blue. I think it's blue.
You think it's blue? You think
Yeah,
a
I
blue
think it's
hat?
blue.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, yeah!
It's 1-all. 1-all.
I love it.
It's neck and neck, everyone. It is neck
Oh my
and
God.
neck.
This is a great game.
OK,
Yeah.
next one. OK, what colour hat is the Queen wearing?
She's drinking white wine. So we know it's before noon.
Yeah. She might be a bit pissed up, might be a bandana or something. I think grey.
Ooh.
OK, let's
A
have a look.
light grey.
No, Rob.
Yes.
That is grey. That is grey. I've got to give him that.
Like, I'm actually getting emotional, and I want to play this game at Christmas.
That's a stitch-up, that.
Because
I'll give you the point. That
I
was
don't
great.
care about the point. It's not right. Oh, what cut? Oh, we're not going to put a hat in because I'm fucking wacky.
you win. You win.
There we go.
OK, what do you think?
Pink hat.
Pink.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Whoa.
Like yellow or pink? Hang
She
on.
would look like a Battenberg.
No, she wouldn't. Wait a minute.
She is a Battenberg. Change the family name to Windsor when the war starts.
No. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Quick as you can.
White.
You think a white hat? Incorrect. We're going quick fire now. Okay,
I'm going
go.
on my gut.
White. Green. Green. White.
Oh, green.
Let's have a look.
Bandana!
Oh, they're over.
Oh!
OK, next one. What colour?
Hell, Terry's chocolate orange has turned up.
Black.
You think black?
Orange.
OK, let's go. Black or orange?
Yes!
Who said orange?
Me.
Oh, you said
me.
it. Who said orange?
I said orange.
Thank
I
you.
should fucking pay attention.
All right.
OK, what colour hat is the Queen wearing?
That's Del Boy, isn't it?
Scarf.
You've gone scarf, very strong
I'm
scarf.
going Baker Boy cap.
Scarf.
OK, you've gone Peaky Blinders, you
Yeah.
think Paddington Bear. OK. Let's see if she's got a scarf on. Yes! All right, what colour?
That is
Blue.
blue black.
Well, I can tell you, but that's Camilla. I'd know those boobs anyway. Rob Beckett is the winner. OK, back to the seats. Lucky couple.
The Queen wearing.
Fingers on buzzers, one more to get. Who else have people been talking about? What do you think?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, whatever happened to him? Guy from The Apprentice in the Americans.
He's doing all right, isn't he? There's obviously a demand for idiot blonde blokes with massive cocks, so vote Beckett, yeah?
I think that Trump let me down this year. You know, he peaked too soon with the crazy, and he just didn't have the momentum and the stamina. He's getting done, what, for collusion? Like, Bill Clinton got done for getting sucked off by an intern. That was hot. Trump could have done a little bit better with his impeachment. Just regular, boring collusion. Underwhelmed.
2 stars.
2 stars.
Sophie, I mean, I'm guessing you're not a huge Trump fan, that's my guess.
I'm not a huge Trump fan, but I do like the drama that he has with literally everyone else on the globe. So, like, Greta Thunberg, also Justin Trudeau. When he was here for NATO, he was like, I don't like Justin Trudeau, he's two-faced, which is actually accurate because Justin Trudeau has 2 faces, his white face and his black face. I think Trump's holding back. I think, like, going into his 3rd term, he's going to show, like, it's going to be like Return of the King. He's going to, like, come back with a whole undead army, like lots of crazy racist pensioners.
There is talk about a 3rd term because he's already saying, oh, we should change the rules.
He's not going to serve a 2nd term. That's the good news, Trump, I'll tell you that. But it's going to be terrifying if he does lose. He's not going to be a good loser. The key thing is, when he does lose at the end of next year, we must tell him he's won. It's going to be a nightmare if he knows he's lost. We'll stick him in Mar-a-Lago. He can just be there. He can keep tweeting. We keep going, oh, I'm furious with you, Mr. President. We just all keep it up. You can do 8 years, you can do 12 years down there. Just never tell him he's lost.
What do you make of Donald Trump, Sophie?
I have to say he's not my favourite. I also think, do you know that picture that he tweeted of himself where he put the head of him on Rocky Balboa?
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I had to
Do you
take
have
a look.
that?
Yeah, no, I've got the poster up in
It's
my
one of
bedroom.
my favourites.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, he did that. It's,
I think he uses the same on his Ukrainian Tinder, actually.
Pretty fit. Tell you what, he's like not bad in the face, is he really? You put him on a good body, he's all right there. Look. More if I was a 7-year-old woman, I'd suck him off.
If you're a 70-year-old woman, you'd suck him off.
Well, he's 70, isn't he?
Oh, I see what you mean.
I'm saying if I was a young 22-year-old girl, I'd probably leave it. But a 70-year-old with a body like that, you're going in.
I don't think he's gone near someone his own age for many years.
No.
Well, I'll change that, baby. You know when you say something and you regret it?
Yeah, OK. Well, let's have a look and see if he's up there. Yes, it's Donald Trump. Last year, the Mueller report cleared Trump of collusion with Russia, which was great news for Trump and even better news for his boss, Putin. 73-year-old Donald Trump is up for re-election later this year. It's not something I thought I'd find myself saying, but come on, prostate cancer. So those were the most talked about people of the past year, but let's not forget Stormzy. At Glastonbury, thousands of working-class people saw Stormzy wearing a stab-proof vest and thought, what a powerful message. And thousands of middle-class people saw Stormzy wearing a stab-proof vest and thought, what a beautiful gilet. John Bercow. As Speaker, John Bercow was meant to be impartial, but he took more sides than your mum ordering a Nando's. Jeremy Corbyn. Jeremy Corbyn was accused of racism, but let's be clear, the only thing Jeremy Corbyn hates more than anti-Semitism is apologising to Jews. So at the end of that round, Rob, Rich and Sophie have 2 points. Katherine, Sophie and Tom have 2 points. Rob's team, what do you think the nation are afraid of?
Like snakes, spiders, all of that sort of thing.
You don't like snakes?
No, hate snakes. I can't watch I'm a Celeb because I just get too scared for them. It's horrible. Have you seen that video of Steve Irwin when he's like, oh, it won't bite me, it won't bite me. He's very calm, and then out of nowhere...
Yeah, but whatever happened to him?
I don't mind snakes. The creepy crawlies, I really get.
Yeah.
Spiders?
Spider. Ugh.
People always go like, oh, they're more scared of you than you are of them. I was like, well, get out of my house then. Yeah.
Could you get the spider then in your house? Like if there was a spider in the bath, could you go get it?
Yeah, depending on size. Anything above 5 foot, I'll leave it in there.
I'm not afraid of insects because I live in the UK. I don't understand this fear of spiders when your spiders have the lowest street cred worldwide of any spider. Other spiders are like, oh, I can paralyze them, I can poison them, I can kill them. What do your spiders do? Piss you off? It's like when you guys complain about snow, the world is laughing.
Marley, what about creepy crawlies generally? You okay
No, I'm
the
cool with
creepy
that.
crawlies?
I've got bigger issues than a spider. You know, like haters and snitches. That's like on the agenda.
Haters, snitches,
Yeah,
spiders.
yeah.
What about if there was a spider that snitched on you?
Oh no, yeah. Then you got to stamp it out. Rule number 1. That's just the code, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can get away saying things of that's just the code, and white people just go, yeah, fair enough.
We have centipedes in Canada, and I was alone in my flat in a very rough part of Toronto, and that's back when I was very young, very small, very Britney, hair-colored skin, skin-colored hair. And it was 2 in the morning, and there was a centipede on the wall. I knew I couldn't sleep with it there. So I just went outside in little pink hot pants, and I asked some gang members if they would come inside and kill the centipede. And they were lovely, really nice guys. And they killed the centipede, and then they left. And then they like looked out for me, and I was always like, bring them snacks and things.
Sorry, are you talking about something I've seen on Pornhub? Are you scared of creepy crawlies? Because I mean, you went in the jungle, right?
Yeah, I'm not scared of creepy crawlies. Last year, funnily enough, it was not funny.
Well, don't say it then.
I was doing something and a cockroach ran into my ear roll.
No.
And it stayed in there for 3 days. It died in there. I went to the hospital.
Where's this in the jungle or
In the jungle. We was doing a trial and it ran down the year.
How big are your ears?
Honestly, they must just open up like a cave.
What you've got in there is a brain. Whereas his goes straight through.
Anyway, the bug went in and the hospital couldn't get it out of the ear for 3 days. And like literally, it was like my party trick for a little while. I'd do this and then you'd smell, and it smelled like death.
No!
Oh, what a party trick!
Can I have some of that?
I lived in Australia for a year, and there was quite a big group of us in Sydney, and there was cockroaches everywhere in our house. And so instead of, you know, clean the dishes, which maybe was an attraction for them, we would just collect all the cups and just put them over the cockroach so that they could stay there underneath the cup, and then we would, you know, just go about our business dodging these multiple dozens of cups with dead cockroaches underneath them.
Okay. Sounds like the bottom deck of the Titanic.
It felt a bit like that, yeah. But they weren't smelly, so I don't know what happened in your ear.
One was dead.
Yeah, okay.
3 days.
What was the cause of death?
I think boredom in there, probably. What? You know I love you. OK, let's have a look and see if creepy crawlies are up there. Yes, it's creepy crawlies. On I'm a Celeb in 2018, Joe Swash was taken to hospital when a cockroach lodged itself in his ear. It was one of the worst experiences of my life, said the cockroach. So not scared of creepy crawlies. What about a rat?
I heard rats are pretty smart. I don't love rodents. I don't want anything in my house that's uninvited.
Take a look at this guy dealing with a rat in the bathroom, but really watch out for the cat. Yeah, I'll bring the cat in there, because the cat will probably get around. The cat's going, no. Katherine, what else is the nation afraid of?
Is it death?
What? Keep it light.
I think death is a beautiful thing. You know, it could be a real relief for an Eastern European model wanting to cash in on 10 years of sucking cock.
Well, sometimes it doesn't work out. I mean, look at poor Melania Trump.
Yeah.
She's like absolutely overachieved as a gold digger and weirdly underachieved.
Yeah. But if you look at Anna Nicole Smith on the day of her wedding to her 89-year-old husband, and then a year later on the day of his funeral, she's a lot happier that day. That's why I always try to teach young girls who want to gold dig to go very old. Like, if he's still eating solid food, he's too young.
Yeah. Are you scared of death, Jamali?
I nearly died not that long ago. When I was in Bangkok and I got measles and my lungs hemorrhaged. And so I was coughing up blood. My mum never got me vaccinated.
You were not vaccinated?
Bro, this is what happened, because I remember, like, because they were saying to me, have you been vaccinated? And I was like, I don't know. I rang my mum, and I was like, Mum, did you vaccinate me when I was a kid? And she goes, ah. So we had to... So we're like, oh, wow. There's 4 of us, and only 2 of us were vaccinated. My mum ain't a nice woman, man.
What? 2 of your siblings would disagree. Scared of death, Maisie?
Yeah, terrified.
Terrified?
Absolutely terrified, yeah.
Really?
Like, I'll start freaking out if I start talking about it. Like, once we go, that's it. Like, you'll be gone. You.
Just those 2.
Just those 2.
If you're on a plane and there's really bad turbulence...
Yeah.
So
I'm a wreck.
See, I go the other way. I'm going, all right, then, let's go.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I'm all right on planes, because I sort of think it's out of your hands. Someone else is in charge of that.
Yeah. Hope so.
Yeah.
Beckett, you're up for an hour. Fucking hell.
I'm not afraid of death at all.
What?
Just thought I'd put it out there.
Why aren't you scared of death?
Because I think the wake situation is quite exciting. When I was 6, I stayed in a bed with my dead granny.
What?
Yeah, so it was a wake, and
It was a wake? Well, she's not dead then.
It's called a wake, and so after the person dies, before they go to the church and get buried, you have a wake.
Yeah, we know what a wake is.
Okay, well then why is this such a surprise to you?
Because you were 6 and you slept with her.
Yeah,
Sometimes we don't sleep with the corpses. That's the only difference. Have you planned your funeral, Joe?
Me? No, of course I haven't.
I think you should. You're doing Dancing on Ice.
Yeah. I'm with Rob. I don't really care when it happens, to be fair. I don't mind. Let it happen when it happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, it feels like you're talking me into some sort of joint suicide. All right, shall we? Fuck it. Why not?
I mean, I can't spend too much time thinking about it. Let nature take its course.
Or don't let nature take its course. That's why I've got a head start on the embalming. I'm the only one in my family with any money. I gotta pay for the funeral, and I'm doing it in installments. My face is ready to be buried.
Let's have a look and see if death is up there. Yeah, it's death. My nan actually died of a heart attack, and I'll never forget it because it was the same day I bought her an air horn. Now, it's not in the top 3, but one of the things Brits are most afraid of is rats. So it's time for a bonus round. Is there a rat under my hat?
Is there a rat under my hat?
I literally just said that. Rob, Maisie, Joe, go and get your Is There a Rat Under My Hat hats on. Catherine, come with me. Let's play Is There a Rat Under My Hat? Come on in, guys.
Is there a rat under my hat?
Right. Well, just on facial expressions, I think you can tell who's got a rat under their hat. I don't want to say that this is going to be slightly underwhelming as a game.
This might be a double bluff.
Oh, yeah, it could be a double bluff, but it definitely isn't. Look at her. Catherine, who's got a rat under their hat?
I don't know. I think I need a lot of time to tell.
Joe, I think what Catherine's trying to say is, could you tell us a little bit about your childhood? Where did you go to primary school?
Yeah, so I went to a place called Thornhill, and then I went to Hyper Grove, and then fell into the acting, and yeah, it's just...
Rob, what's your favourite film?
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man,
Yeah.
Interesting choice. Catherine, any further questions before we conclude?
It's interesting
Step on
because
it, step on it.
I just wanted to tell you guys, Angela was telling me a second ago that if a rat defecates on your head and any of it seeps into your eye, you'll go blind. Yeah. And then
Maisie,
That's
do you
fine.
like dogs? Because we might be getting you one.
Love dogs. Hurry up. Seriously, hurry up.
So who do you think has a rat under the hat? I mean, either she's the actress of a generation.
Yeah. I don't know if Maisie has a rat under her hat because I think this might be a double bluff situation. Like, I don't really know, Maisie, are you a good actress?
No.
And then Joe Swash, he's had cockroaches in his ears, God knows what else. He's cool as a cucumber, but he's been in the jungle and so's Rob. So
I didn't do none of that in the jungle. Joe, you just tried to do some jokes.
Yeah, I had a skill.
Not now. We're going to need an answer now.
I really can't tell. Who has
What
the
do you
rat
mean you
hat?
can't tell? There's never been a more obvious question in the history of television. This is like a quiz on This Morning.
I think it's double bluff too.
I think it's
Not
double
with
bluff.
you.
You see, we don't trust
Okay,
people.
so who do you think's got a rat under that? Quick, you've
I
got to
think
pick.
the rat is in Joe's hat.
Might be in my hat.
Because he's never been more...
The greatest ever acting skills.
You don't say good.
Maisie Adam there. Come on. Unbelievable. Welcome back to 8 out of 10 Cats, where we're still trying to guess what British people are most afraid of. OK, fingers on buzzers. Rob's team.
Ghosts?
I'm afraid of no ghosts. Not compelled to say that. Do you believe in that? Do you have any sort of...
No, I don't. You do, though, didn't you?
I mean, there's bits of it that I believe and there's bits that I don't believe. You know what I mean?
But
Would
no,
you believe in ghosts? That bit.
No, I believe. If there was ghosts, then it'd be overpopulated. There'll be ghosts everywhere.
You know, a stopped clock is right twice a day. Such a good point.
It's a good, but there'll be loads
If there
of
were
them.
ghosts, there'd be ghosts fucking everywhere. Yeah. All over the shop.
But no one proper, like, clever or successful sees ghosts. It's never like Bill Gates goes, do you know what, I saw a ghost the other day? So it was like Colleen Nolan on Loose Swimming going, I was visited by a spirit.
And do you believe in this?
Yes, I really believe that there are spirits and shit happens that is unexplainable.
OK, tell
from
me
real
something that's unexplainable and I will explain it. Go ahead.
Okay, so last night I was in bed.
Right.
And I had a dream. I thought I was going to be murdered by this man who looked like a Ken doll. He was my Uber driver in the dream. He kept muttering things to me and he kept telling me about discussion that I just had on the phone. So I knew that he was in my head. So I woke myself up and my body was freezing cold.
Oh.
And then I went back to sleep and then I felt a cold breath on my face.
Have you
I'm not
been
even
paying your
joking.
bills?
Pardon?
Have you been paying your bills?
Yeah, I think the unexplainable Joe Swash.
You might have left the window open.
Yeah. Okay. Jamali, do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't believe in none of that shit. I got like all my family into all this wacky shit. My grandma like believes in it. She does all that Luigi board stuff.
Luigi board?
She does all that Ouija.
Luigi board. It's like Mario Brothers and Ouija board.
Ouija board.
All sat on a table, green hat on, overalls, back. Come on. Give me a mushroom.
The signs of a haunted house, though, are like the smell of decay and like rotting food, dodgy electrics, like stuff going missing, and then apparently like people wake up between 3 and 4 a.m. with like an overwhelming sense of dread. That's not a haunted house, that's a student house.
Ghosts are very particular about consent. So unlike men who are alive, they only reveal themselves to people who want to see them.
Yeah.
And like even in my house, I go around sometimes at night and I know I closed all the cupboards, but all the cupboards are open. Like I hear strange noises at night and then sometimes I can feel like a heavy weight in the night trying to have sex with me. And then that's when I realized I just got married.
Tell you what, right? I've done a ghost documentary years ago, and I stayed at this fella's house. He's an old geezer called Fred. He lived in this place called the Rams Inn.
Yeah.
I had to stay there one night, and he reckons that there's a certain ghost called an incubus.
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 What?
Incubus.
You heard of this? It's a ghost that tries to have sex with you.
Yeah.
And then there's a succubus.
Yeah.
Succubus, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's self-explanatory, that one. But yeah, no one tried to do nothing to me, so I was pretty...
Insulted.
They weren't interested in me at all.
What you should have done is I creeped in and suck off Fred and really...
Great prank, Rob, great prank.
Oh, we're right, laugh. I just sucked Fred off, he feels a ghost. Quality.
Lads.
Yes, Jesus, I'm not out Who's running who now, Fred?
Rob and Joe, ghost hunters. Just going around the country sucking people off in haunted houses. Well, I can tell you, ghosts are not up there, or indeed up there. The thing is, my house is built on a burial site. I mean, it wasn't when I moved in, but now. OK, one more to get. Fingers on buzzers. What are people scared about?
Is it losing your phone?
There's quite a lot of anxiety around this now. People really feel like it's an extension of self. Do you worry about losing your phone, Joe?
I lose my phone quite a lot, to be fair, but for some reason, my phone's always worked their way back to me. I'm generally pretty lucky.
Lucky? Yeah, you got a TV career. Look at you. Come on.
You dick.
I know. I can't help myself.
He still gives out his... You still...
Yeah.
If anyone wants his phone number, he gives them his mum's
mum's.
landline.
Yeah.
Who rang your mum? Remember...
Fatima Whitbread. She had Brendan from Coach Trip phone her the
Oh,
other
it's that pantomime agent getting...
Yeah.
Catherine, are you addicted to your phone?
No, I mean, I like my phone. I use my phone. I've never lost it. I turn on everyone I know, find my friends. I know their whereabouts. I've put a GPS on my daughter. Didn't even tell her.
Quick injection in the back of the neck when they're asleep.
Yeah.
People aren't properly addicted, though. It's not the same as proper addiction, is it? Addicted to your phone. If you was addicted to your phone, you'd be like sat on a piss-stained mattress at King's Cross. Suck someone off for a 2-minute scroll of Instagram.
For a text.
The ghost hunters are back with a phone.
I want to refresh Twitter. Just free clips on YouTube. The bloke blowjobs are getting worse.
I can't wait till you two go broke and have to make a sex tape. It's going to be the saddest,
The thing is, though,
saddest
if
thing
I
ever.
ever did do a blowjob, it'd be more for me than them.
Yeah.
What could I get away with during this blowjob until they just give up on it?
Until they get police stopped.
Yeah, that will be my tactic in prison. All right, then.
Yeah, I think.
All right, I'll go, yeah, do you want one?
Angela, have you ever lost your phone?
Yeah.
And what were the repercussions?
No repercussions. I just got up, find my phone, and I found it.
It's a great story. You might want to save that for when you're on Graham Norton, because that's a real... that's a wonderful anecdote. Jamal, are you worried about losing your phone?
Yeah, do you know what? I realised how weak I was. I was in LA and I was downtown and I lost my phone in the Uber and I tried to chase the Uber, but I'm not as fast as a car. I had no money, I had nothing, I don't know where I am, I was lost. And in about 5 minutes, I was just like, oh, I just live here now. Like, this is where I exist now. I'm stuck. And I saw the homeless people, and I was like, I don't think they're homeless. I think they're people that just lost their phones in the Uber. I'm stuck there now forever. But it's just like, I had that real anxiety. I was like, I'm fucked. I can't do anything, because it's got my money on it, it's got my travel, it's got everything.
Your porn on it.
Do you store porn?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but I've been caught a few times lately. Just, I don't ever delete my history, so Stacey would like look at something on my phone on the internet and it'll be like amateur MILF, and I'm like...
Isn't that just the loose women panel?
You can't say
I
that.
can't say that, but yeah.
Loose women is a separate search all its own.
I'm a really lazy wanker, as in like...
Why do you even have to be here?
Instead of like doing a bit of prep, you know, check the door, get everything ready.
Yeah.
I'll just go straight into it.
Yeah.
And then think, oh fuck, someone's coming. And like,
Yeah. Oh my God, this is actually quite a busy bus route.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, losing your phone is not one of our top fears, but when it comes to new technology, I have to admit I'm a little bit behind the curve. I only found out my pager had stopped working when I read about it on CFAX. OK, so what else are people frightened of? Fingers up, buzzers.
Like end of the world, like.
Yeah. Do you worry about that, Joe?
No, I mean, I worry more about missing out on things. So if we're all going to die, I'm not going to miss out on much, so let's all do it together.
No FOMO.
No FOMO, mate.
What about the zombie? What would you do with the zombie attack?
I think I'd be all right. I'm quite quick. I'd stay on my toes. Do
I think I'd just become one.
you reckon?
I'd just give in.
Yeah, let's do that.
It didn't take a lot of convincing, did it? Yeah.
That would be a really short series of The Walking Dead. What are we going to do? Should we just be a zombie? Yeah, fuck it. Come here, boys!
I can't believe, Rob, you finally got a catchphrase.
It makes sense now. It makes sense as a zombie blowjob. This is where you guys
That's
were
what it
going
is.
with it all along.
Oh, that can't be my catchphrase. I can't sit down to
zombie
parents
blowjob.
evening. Oh, you're the guy. Love your stuff.
Maisie, scared of the end of the world?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, they say that if a nuclear disaster happened, it would cause 95% fatalities within a 4-kilometre radius. But I've done couch to 5K, so I'd be all right.
If they said, like, an asteroid heading towards Earth, you've got a month to live.
What would you do?
No recycling for a start.
Yeah.
I'd just launch it in my garden.
So you wouldn't change anything?
Yeah, I mean, still live my life as normal.
What about you guys? You scared of the end of the world?
Yeah, it depends how it is. If it turns to Mad Max world, like all the economy's dead, I want to go out first wave. I don't want to be eating some dead dude's arm wearing like long jackets and shit.
Well, you're worried about the fashion choices.
Yeah, like the dust, and you gotta wear those like goggles and stuff, and you gotta ride on like a quad bike. I don't want to do all that shit.
Now, if it looks like the end of the world, we are going to need alternative food sources. So I've got some snacks here, which are alternative protein sources. So I've got nachos for you. Do you want to grab those?
Love nachos.
And they're with crickets.
No.
Apparently they're, well, not delicious, but edible.
Oh,
There you go.
Joe, you've been here, done that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to do it again. You won't see me do it.
Oh, Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I hate jalapenos.
Let me Jim, shall I feed Beckett?
Yeah, feed
That's
Beckett.
too many jars.
Come, Beckett.
Go on.
That's too many. Oh.
Go, soap your mouth.
Were you trying to catch them there? You really lunged it. Oh! Are you going to try one, Angela?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is your audition for the jungle. Is it okay?
I like it.
You like it? Okay.
I
Well,
think
we've got
the
these.
worst bit about it is the tomatoes and the guac.
This is cricket bruschetta. Oh, hang on. Maisie's
not
gone.
eating it, they're not eating
Oh,
it.
wait. Maisie's gone.
I'm trying to hit Maisie.
If you're gonna,
It's okay, don't think about.
Oh.
Don't think about what it is. Just don't. Think.
Hey, Maisie, I think it's all right. Still, I don't know.
We ate shake loads of them.
Loads of them.
So, it's the
legs.
No. Well, you can't really feel the legs.
And there's no difference between a cricket and a lobster or a shrimp.
Yes, there
That's
is.
true.
One lives in the sea.
Yeah, no,
one's
they
in the
were
field.
all...
I tell you what, I know David Attenborough's getting on a bit, and he's going to go someday, but don't worry, we've got Joe Schwab. Oh, well, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, it's the end of the world. The world is facing a catastrophic pandemic. There have been over 2,000 cases of bubonic plague reported in Madagascar. But the good news is, Madagascar. So those were the top 3 things Brits are afraid of. But let's not forget fear of clowns. Big silly grin, bulging eyes and orange hair. Rob, are you scared of clowns? Big rubber face, silly clothes and a fake nose. Katherine, are you scared of clowns? At the end of that round, Rob, Maisie and Joe have 2 points. Katherine, Angela and Jamali have 2 points. 2 points. Catherine's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about the last week?
Mexit?
Mexit.
Mexit.
What do you
They're
reckon?
calling it Mexit because, we're out of ideas.
Everyone's saying it's her fault. Like, oh, I don't trust Meghan. I don't like the look of her. It's all Meghan. She's manipulative. It's amazing how much men can get away with. Like, Harry, dressed like a Nazi, fought in a war. He's naked in Vegas, taking drugs. All he had to do to wipe the slate clean was marry a black woman and fly economy. And now everyone's like, he's the Duke of Woke. It's very confusing to me because Meghan Markle's done backwards exactly my life. So, I was a waitress who hooked up with a creep from a trash family, and I left Canada because I wasn't getting enough attention. Spencer and Vogue, do you know them personally? Are you friends with them?
No, we don't know them, sadly. I'd like their job. They're an old one.
Yeah. I think ultimately everyone would be more comfortable with them doing whatever they want if they did it properly, no? If they'd told the Queen and done it normally, it would have probably been all right.
I don't know about you, but I've never run anything I've done in my life past my nana. Literally nothing. The idea that they have to, it must be so difficult to explain to your hot new girlfriend, oh, yeah, we've got to just run that by my nan because... I know I'm your man and I love you and you love me, but I just want to get permission from my nan. But she's got to talk to my granddad first, and then we'll see what my dad says. And then I'll get back to you. What?
Well, we had to have a family summit this week because we thought either one of the kids or the cat had shit on the table.
One of the kids or the cat?
Yeah, but...
so you'd ruled out your partner?
Yeah.
We had progress in your family?
Me and Lou had a frank discussion, it weren't us. And then it worked out, it was just a gone-off bit of avocado.
Oh.
I can't believe you confused avocado for cat shit.
What are you feeding your
I
kids?
feed my cat mainly Lenore. Very, very nice-smelling poo it has. Can't say that, allegedly. Can't feed I don't do that to my cat. Not Lenore, just the own brand stuff, cheaper.
Rob, what do you think of Meghan Markle? Do you like her?
Well, it's not gone smoothly, has it? Let's be honest, I think it'd be easier to leave ISIS than the royal family. I think that jihadi bride looks less stressed than Meghan.
Do you think the jihadi bride's looking at it going, fucking hell, she's having a rough ride? Dean, what do you think?
What was annoying that she done was she was deliberately moving her coat out of the way so as we could all see the palm.
That is one of my pet hates. I cannot bear it when pregnant people just constantly...
Yes.
It's like, it's not going to fall out.
It would be more eerie if her hands were just by her side the whole time, like a mannequin, or just like that, like resting her arms.
It's a nice shelf when you've
drinks
got
with a
one.
pint on them.
Yeah.
So, Harry and Meghan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Harry and Meghan. There is a naivety in this move. I understand that the press have been hounding them, whatever, and they want to quit the royal family now to sort of escape the press attention by doing the most newsworthy thing they could possibly do in this situation. They seem to think that if they leave the press alone, the press will leave them alone, like they're bears.
They're more scared of you than you are of them.
It's kind of hard to understand how you retire from not having a job. You know what I mean? They've just got back from a 6-week vacation in Canada, and they've landed, and the first thing they've said is, whoa, this is too much work.
They've just gone on holiday, they've had a nice holiday, and we've all done it when you come back, you think, right, I'm going to homeschool the kids, and we'll make goat's cheese in the Dordogne then. Just throw it all in.
I think you've nailed it. I think that's what... I think it's that thing where you're on holiday and you're like 2 bottles of Baileys in, going, do you know what?
I'm not going back.
I'm never going back.
I'm not going back, Harry.
Can't make me go back.
Don't make me go back. I can't stand your nan.
I love the way that on the front covers of all the papers, it was like close-ups to all the different royals and saying like, oh, the Queen looks disgruntled. It's just the same face. They're like, oh, she's never had a different face. They said Prince Philip looks upset. He's only ever got one face, dead. That's his face. I've never seen an alive person look more dead. The problem with Prince Harry is if you take the prince away from him, he's just a ginger squaddy, isn't he? I mean, really, she should have just gone to a nightclub in Aldershot and saved herself some bother.
Spencer, vote. You're in the limelight now in the UK. You've got your own reality TV show. So if you ever wanted to escape it all, would you move abroad? Would you emigrate?
No, we've just been away for a month and I felt really lazy towards the end.
Where did you go?
St. Barth.
To the sun by looking at him. Fucking hell, mate. That is a tan, isn't it? Well, he's actually topless.
I would describe your tan this evening as borderline racist.
Yeah.
Well, this is my problem with it is people say, oh, you know, Harry and Meghan, you should let them do whatever they want. They should be allowed to do this. People think it doesn't make any difference, but it does make a difference. Because if something terrible happened to William and Kate and the kids, right? The Queen and Charles are very old. They're going to go at some stage. And then you're left with King Andrew. No one wants that.
Is that true? No.
Yeah.
Because you've got a William, then you've got a Kate, then you've got a George, then you've got... There's loads of them between.
They're one light aircraft crash away.
That's the same reason that the 2 founders of Coca-Cola don't fly together, just in case the plane goes down.
Sure.
Recipe. You know what I mean? The people who know the Coca-Cola recipe don't fly together.
You think there's 2 people that know the Coca-Cola recipe?
Yeah, but they... Well, Vogue's... Yeah.
There's 2 people going, fucking old Bill. We've got to make more. Demand's huge.
What about KFC? Do they fly... Does the Colonel fly separately?
That does my head in as well. What is it, a recipe of 8 spices?
11.
11?
Yeah.
Tell you what it is, mostly fucking salt. Let's get back to Meghan and Harry.
Look, I don't blame her for wanting to leave, yeah? You wouldn't want to hang around with that family, would you? Like, the nan's always down the Auxies. Yeah. The granddad's a racist. The uncle hangs around with pedos.
What's funny on me for?
Sorry.
Fucking hell. You shouldn't have got these.
Sorry, Phil. It's just the glasses.
No offence, Phil, but you look like a pedo and the victim. OK, so, well, should we have a look and see whether Harry and Meghan are the most talked about thing?
Yes.
Yes, Mexit. Harry and Meghan say they'd now like to split their time between spending your money in the UK and spending your money in Canada. Rob's team, what else of the nation are we talking about?
Oh, is it the return of Winter Love Island?
Have you seen it?
I love it. I prefer the summer one. I don't like wanking with a cold. But, yeah, it's a weird one this year, though. Like, it's called Love Island. It's in Cape Town. It's a big old island, isn't it, Africa? I mean, I'm a bit disappointed it weren't proper Winter Love Island. It's just the same, isn't it? So I thought it was going to be like, you know, like shriveled dicks, freezing cold, in the Arctic, rock-hard nipples, jizz icicles hanging from the ceiling. Proper winter.
That means you've got to do body shaving in the winter. I do admire. Most of the time, it looks like an unsponsored roundabout there. From about October to May.
It's like an unsponsored roundabout down there.
In winter.
Catherine, what do you think?
So I watched the show. I'm a mid-30s lady, and I'm so distracted.
Are we letting that go? Yeah. No, if everyone else is letting it go, I'll let it go. Yeah, mid-30s, yeah. Go on.
You know exactly how old I am. You adopted me. Anyway.
He was a small Thai boy. I've had a lot of work done. So, you watch it, right? You love it.
I am distracted by the lack of skincare and sun protection it's really making it impossible for me to watch. I can see them cooking, I can smell it. And it's really upsetting for me. Like, it's just gonna be Melanoma Island.
I was in South Africa once and I got burnt through a T-shirt. I didn't know that was a thing. I was on the beach and I got sunburned through a T-shirt. And it's about time someone said it. Gingers get too much flack. Blondies burn the same.
Yeah.
For years and years, gingers have taken it. Oh, blondes go, we're dead. We cannot take it. I burnt through a T-shirt, mate.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I went to Jamaica, I put 50 on my head every day, redhead. Well, where do you go beyond 50?
You can't get a 90.
You can't get a 90.
You can get a 90.
I saw 100 once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Spencer, what's your secret to tanning? What do you put oil on? I mean, you're incredibly...
Bit of oil, yeah.
You put oil on?
Oil with no factor. You got antibiotics because he got blisters all over his lips.
Ages ago.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
He got blisters on his lips and he told you that was sunburn, did he? I just went into town, love. I got terrible sunburn. On my winky as well, I can't believe it.
You're the colour I want my decking to be.
Decking.
Actually, can I take you to B&Q and get you colour match? Yeah. Phil, I've noticed you've been conspicuously absent on the last couple of series of Love Island. Do you watch the show? Are you considering going on at some stage?
Well, because, I mean, this story does come out every time a series of Love Island is on. You know, the newspapers go, oh, more people have applied to be on Love Island than applied to Oxford and Cambridge. And now I went to Cambridge, and it was a toss-up.
I think Love Island's quite a toss-up some nights.
Plus, Phil, you're thinking, oh, Oxford, Cambridge, Love Island, do I want 50 grand of debt or £500,000 and a blowjob in a hammock? It does seem like the better option. And those kids are never going to university. They think the labor leadership contest is like who gives birth the quickest. They don't know anything.
Nadine, what do you think of Love Island?
I think it's all right. I think, like, there's only so many thongs you can see before you're like, oh, I'm kind of over it.
I do
you know,
not
but
agree.
I feel...
I could not disagree more strongly.
I kind of think, like, and they really, like, zoom right into the bums, too. Like,
it's the only thing that gets you through the conversations, though, isn't it? Some days, and they sort of lie about what they want. They go, I'm here to find love. You're not, are you? Just be honest. Just like, I'm here...
Bit of fame.
Well, yeah, I want 1 million Instagram followers, a boohoo deal, and a scaffolder from Wigan to fuck my head off. That's what I want. See you later.
But that's what Ollie said, Rob. He left because he said, oh, I found out after 3 days, the posh hunter left. He said, no, I miss my ex-girlfriend. I'm in love with her, and this is about finding love. And I was sad to see him go because I think the planet's wildlife were a lot safer while he was in.
Yeah. And his ex-bird doesn't want to get back with him. It was because of the...
How do you know that? How do you even know anything
about
about
this? It said it in the Daily Mail. It's true.
We know.
Have you two thought about maybe breaking up?
We absolutely love each other. She's got this profound love of the Daily Mail, and I just can't read it.
Yeah, but once you learn to read, you'll be able to get involved.
She's got.
Oh. Well, let's have a look and see if Love Island is up there. Yes, it's Love Island. In the age of Me Too and political correctness, Love Island is essentially ITV2's way of saying, go on, treat yourself, have a wank. Rob's team.
Is it Big Ben Bong? They want the Big Ben to bong for breakfast. Big Ben bong sounds like a white bloke with dreadlocks that can get you weed.
I was just thinking that.
Have you asked Big Ben bong?
Yeah.
Great guy.
Tabloids love alliteration, don't they? They could have gone a bit further with it. What about big bong, big bang, bulldog Brexit? Bugger suppose, you bloody bastards.
I love it. I can't wait to hear it. I'm so glad that we've taken back control from the frivolous EU to talk about spending £500,000 on a giant clock.
Does anyone know why it's going to cost 500k to ring the...
Exactly, that's
to
just
bang the bell?
Clapper is
think
missing, he said.
I think it might be because some of Rob's family are involved in the building work.
Yeah.
How much?
How do
we
you lose the
can't.
clapper?
Get it done in 2 weeks, you're having a fucking laugh, mate.
How badly... what kind of state is this bell in? Just get a new bell. For 500 grand, I'll get you a bell. Give me 500 grand, I'll get you a bell you can bong.
Well, I can tell you, Big Ben's bong campaign for Brexit is not one of the most talked about things this week. Please feel free to write into the show telling us Big Ben is only the name of the bell and the building itself is actually named the Elizabeth Tower. And don't forget to mark your envelopes pedantic twat. OK, one more thing to get. Fingers on buzzers. The best story of the week.
Is it Gwyneth Paltrow's fanny candle?
Tell me everything you know about this.
She's made a candle that smells the same as her vagina.
Yes.
Thank God it wasn't just me that I thought I was the only one who heard about this.
She's selling sex dust as well, isn't she?
What, sorry?
Sex dust.
What is sex dust?
What does
I
that
think
do?
it's the stuff they scrape off the sheets after she's... put it in a bag.
Do a line of it. OK.
I feel sorry for her kids. Imagine going to school, your name's already Apple, right? And someone comes up and goes, I know what your mum's fanny smells like. And they do.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow also sells vagina eggs. That it's like resistance training for drug mules. You put like an egg up yourself and then you like go around all day and go to your CEO job or whatever, and then you have really strong pelvic floor.
And a lovely boiled egg when you get home. No, it's an extraordinary story. So, Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle brand, Goop, has released a candle called This Smells Like My Vagina.
It sounds like an accident. This smells like my vagina.
But
it sounds like...
Here's a picture of the candle everyone's making a fuss about. Doesn't look like much, does it? We couldn't get the candle. It's $75, but it's sold out.
It's sold out because Chris Martin bought them all to reminisce. He just lit them all in one room, just remembering.
You could release a candle, couldn't you? Like a knob candle.
Yeah.
That smells of, like, Parmesan and jizz and WD-40.
Just stick a wick in a bit of a gorgonzola. Don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong here. I love a vagina.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, the smell's not my favourite part.
It's all about context, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to smell a vagina when you're expecting to smell a vagina. It's like toast. If you're making toast and you can smell toast, great.
And if you can't...
If you're not making toast and you can smell toast, you need to call an ambulance.
It's a stroke.
Well, we've had one made up. I don't know if you can read that, but we got the ingredients from their website of what was in it.
What's in it?
It's citrusy bergamot.
Bergamot?
She wishes it smelled like bergamot.
Have a little, have a go on that. Is that what yours?
No, it's not. Let's have a look.
Well, I don't know. I don't smell it myself.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
You're as many as hell now.
I'll be the judge of this. Oh, yeah, darling, it's remarkably similar.
It's a very nice candle.
Every single person who sees that candle is going to want to smell it, aren't they? Because,
No way.
Because,
Chris Martin would not have got divorced.
Rob, let me give the other guys a go.
It's a lovely candle.
It is a nice candle.
Very nice.
You know the Goop thing isn't hers either.
It's not her Goop.
No. It's a bunch of investors paid her to be the spokesperson for it. It's not her company.
Whose vagina have I just sniffed then? So many questions.
Excuse me, on this side, we think our vaginas smell like this.
That is exactly what my vagina smells
Because,
Phil,
like,
go in and find out.
We'll just...
So big.
Go on, Phil.
Phil, listen. Always clean.
Wow.
Listen, if it's really clean, I'm buying it.
Yeah, but that is like fresh out the bath.
Yeah.
Smell. That ain't like after a night out dancing.
That's all in the fine print.
That is weekend away, spa break, fresh out the bath smell there.
This smells like Gwyneth... Yeah, it does say that in small print, actually. I've just seen it. This smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina, fresh out the bath.
I want 3 a.m. at Tiger edition.
Whoa, gamey.
Yeah.
Willies don't smell great either. Let's not all like.
I made a fucking candle of it.
Exactly. No one's trying to make you smell
I'll
it.
tell you why my willy doesn't smell nice, because it's just been in a vagina. That's a new low for us, isn't it? OK, let's see if it's up there. Yes, it's Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina-scented candle. Gwyneth Paltrow so up herself, and so are her candles. Gwyneth Paltrow's got married again recently. Who's the lucky fellow? Chris Martin. He's well shot of her. So those were the nation's most popular talking points. But in other news, The Masked Singer has been a huge hit. I love it. You're constantly thinking, who is it? Who is it? And then they're unmasked, and you think, who is it? The Oscar nominations. The Irishman has 10 nominations. In the film, they use de-aging technology, first developed for Katherine Ryan.
Do you know how livid I was when I saw that? Like, you've had anti-aging technology this whole time? Move on.
You're probably upset now, but we can't tell.
Jimmy! Your face hasn't changed for 15 years. I don't know what's happening.
I got photographed yesterday by a guy that photographed me 15 years ago, and I do look...
Wow.
The same. But it's not any better. I still look like a fucking haunted doll. At the end of that round, Rob's team have 2 points, Catherine's team have 1 point. Catherine's team, what do you think the nation will be talking about the last week?
It's gotta be Megxit. Meghan and Harry have left the UK to go to Canada. They would rather live on Vancouver Island with cougars, wolves, black bears. The royal family's bad. Do you remember how happy Prince Harry looked in Afghanistan? He went for a break.
So Harry and Meghan have moved to Canada.
Yep.
And we've got you.
Yep.
It makes perfect sense, though, because obviously Meghan felt that the UK media coverage was racist, and obviously Canada's a very liberal country, and Justin Trudeau, they got the first black Prime Minister, so...
But let it be a lesson to us all, ladies. Do not do what Doria did. She's a fine woman from a good family, Meghan's mother. Everyone likes her. She's still involved with the couple. And then she went out, she saw some daytime television lighting director, banged him, and now there's a whole world of trouble. And she and I have a similar talent. I have the superpower, actually, it's kind of a secret. I can take garbage cum and turn it into a princess. And so can Doria. You gotta research. If you're gonna have unprotected sex, you need to deep dive on the family. You need to know who he is and where he's from. Otherwise, generations later, you got Thomas Markle up your ass.
You're not going to get pregnant like that.
I read that they announced or they discussed the departure in a royal family WhatsApp group. Yeah. And now I can't stop imagining that the Queen's WhatsApp name is just a crown emoji.
Imagine that if Prince Philip's typing. Oh, fuck.
Rob, what do you think?
The thing is, they've had their title stripped. They're not HRH anymore. Are they? That's gone. So does it mean that, like, stuff like the brown sauce has got more of a royal seal of approval than Prince Harry now?
I'm not sure about brown sauce.
Yeah, OK. Should have picked a different sauce.
Of all the sauces.
Of all the sauces. Prince Philip's going, I'm not having brown sauce in this. JC.
Yes.
JC, the JC. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
What do you make of this Harry and Meghan thing? Because they don't like the press attention.
I feel that the best thing they can do, ultimately, in life, all you want is to see people happy. If they're happy in Canada, let them go to Canada.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
OK. Good.
Let them go and do a day's hard work and see what we all have to do.
I mean, Gemma...
Whoa, hang on. What's the last day's work you did?
Jimmy!
I suppose you fucked Daj, yeah.
Jimmy!
That don't take a day.
But what's the average working day for the GC? Are you a legend?
Yes,
What do you do?
Well, I wake up at 4. I do some meditation.
Boy, come on.
4 in the afternoon?
No, 4 a.m. 4 in the morning. I always wake at 4 because it's the only peace and quiet I get to like do my emails.
That's meditation now, is it?
Yeah. So,
emails, meditation. Yeah.
well, yeah, I wake up, have a cup of tea, meditate, think, right, let's seize the day, do my emails, and then literally...
Back to bed for 5 hours.
No. I'll be picked up about 7 o'clock. I go into my boutique, I sort the stock out, then I'll have some TV work, meetings, I do a podcast.
What's your podcast?
Jimmy! It's the #1 podcast.
For
Jimmy
who?
Collins podcast.
You can get loads of information on there. Gardening, crystals. Gemma's mum pops on with some advice.
Yes. It's the next best thing out there that will change your life.
Yeah, but will it make it better?
Because you have a lot of paparazzi following you.
All the time. I've had to move 3 times. I always give people a fake address now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
How do they get to your house?
well, just that's a good question. Sometimes I get followed. I have been followed. You know.
Sometimes they just follow the Deliveroo driver.
Yeah. Me and Stormzy are the only people in the UK to have a Deliveroo Platinum card.
Whoa. Deliveroo Platinum. Tell me everything about this. Because it used to be the thing was like the Nando's black card was the shit. Yeah. What's this?
It's only me and Stormzy.
Do you have to eat together?
No. I'd love to eat
What
with
do you get?
Stormzy.
Is it free Deliveroo?
I think it's like £12,000 a year. Whoa. Or it might be 6,000.
Wow. And we're sort of halfway through January, so that's gone now.
Yeah. That went weeks ago.
What's your favourite? What's your go-to on Deliveroo?
I've got to say, I love a bit of Pizza Hut. I'm not going to lie, I do
Old
love
school.
a pizza. Or the brown derby from Wimpy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the best.
The
brown derby. Donut, ice cream on top, loads of chocolate sauce and lashings of nuts.
Lashings of nuts. That's what they do in Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
You're a vegan, yes?
Well... Jimmy, I started off being a vegetarian. I'm more vegan now because I've then become very aware lately
Bullshit,
of how...
sorry.
No, recently I was shown how the cows are treated to get the milk. Hence, I now drink oatmeal every day.
Have you seen what they've done to those oats, though?
And if the real truth was told of how they get milk from cows, trust me, no one would be drinking it.
How do they get milk from cows? Because I think they milk them.
No! Jimmy, I will have to send you some videos on it.
Jimmy, they forcibly impregnate the
Thank
mom.
you.
They take the baby away, and then the cow's a prisoner, and she's milked and milked. It's Handmaid's Tale for cows.
OK, Meghan and Harry. Let's have a look and see if Mexit is up there. Yes, of course, Harry and Meghan. Meghan and Harry will no longer be funded by the taxpayer. Instead, they'll be funded by Prince Charles with money he gets from the Queen, who's funded by the taxpayer. Everyone in the royal family is really upset with Harry and Meghan, apart from Prince Andrew, who can't believe he's fucking luck. OK, Robstein, what else has the nation been talking about?
Donald Trump's been knocking around, hasn't he?
Oh, he has been knocking
Davos, impeachment. I can't take impeachment seriously. It's got peach in it. A peach is a joke in the fruit world, never mind in politics. You furry fucker. Who cares about peach?
Sorry, what's the serious fruit, Rob?
Apple.
Right.
Which you'd be interested to learn Rob can eat through a fence.
Yeah. He's been impeached because he, rung someone in the Ukraine. I was like, of all the things he's done, he's been grabbing pussies, bombing around. He's given a geezer in Ukraine a bell and everyone's fuming.
He held money back from the Ukraine. That's why he got impeached, wasn't it? Don't be so shocked that I know.
How's money? You're still holding me, though.
I know. Something to do with money.
Katherine, what do you think?
It's big news, but he's going to stay in. And he's got OJ's team backing him, OJ's defense team. You might as well just put a T-shirt on that says, I did it, but I have money.
He did a tweet on the day saying, "I just got impeached for making a perfect phone call," and I just makes me think. I wish all the other presidents had Twitter and would just live tweet history.
Yeah.
JFK, lovely day for an open-top drive.
Oh. What's a perfect phone call?
A perfect phone call is when you make someone come and paint your nails at the same time.
Thank you, Harriet.
Correct. You're welcome.
You are really funny.
And Gemma, a lot of people going with the laughter at jokes rather than the "you are very funny." Like a mental robot from the future.
He hasn't even turned up for the trial.
Trump's not turned up to the trial.
He's in Switzerland.
Yeah, he's in Davos.
Doing a speech about sustainability and climate change with, 7 helicopters, a jet and 5 jeeps.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like, they all flew in, all these world leaders, on like private jets to talk about climate change. It'd be like if I went to go and see my husband to talk about how I must stop cheating on him, but I just like rode in on a stranger's dick.
I like the mime that goes with it.
American presidents have always been, like, crazy, haven't they? It's always, like, a war on something. If it's a war on drugs or war on terror. But his war is on saving the planet, which is quite worrying. Put that fire out. Start another one, come on!
To be fair, he is going to plant 1 trillion trees. He's just going to do it all the way along the Mexican border.
That would be a really weird thing for Liberals. If he said we're going to plant the forest in a little strip along
really
here.
close together.
That'd be a real... I'm exactly half in favour of that.
Isn't the thing with the wall that, like, that people are just climbing over it?
A lot of people just get a plane from Mexico to America.
Yeah. I don't think he considered the fact that walls stop. I genuinely think in his mind, he was like, we'll build a wall, and the wall just goes, like, to the end of time. Yeah. But people just...
A space wall.
We're just watching Game of Thrones and went, yeah, one of them.
Get me someone on the phone. Have the Mexicans got a dragon?
Yeah.
They got a zombie dragon, because if they haven't, they never get through it.
I know that I watch some of the social media when this show goes out, and people will be saying, oh, it's typical lefty show. They're slagging off Trump. Well, he's getting impeached. If Stormzy was getting impeached, we'd discuss that too. They're like, well, what about when Bill Clinton was impeached? I was 12.
The thing is that he's so good at doing whatever he wants. It's unbelievable. It's like a superpower. Like, he's like your mate who's always in the pub on a Friday and Saturday, and all your other mates going, how's he getting away with that? He's got a wife and 3 kids. He's at every stag do. How is he doing it? What is his secret?
Like, I heard that the reason why that he attacked Iran was because the leader that he killed made, like, rude memes about him. Memes. So you have all these, like, deep, conspiracy-based political ideas, and Trump's like, no, I didn't like that meme.
That's not about Trump. That's quite good.
I'm so good at everything.
Gemma, what do you make of Trump?
One, how the hell did he get...
Your fake tan recipe.
Yeah. One, how the hell did Donald Trump get to be president?
Oh, sorry, you missed that.
You're so late on that.
Sorry.
Gemma, seriously, that years ago.
1 minute he's in Trump Towers.
Yes, he was the presenter of The Apprentice.
Yeah.
And then he became...
President.
Yeah.
There's
4
hope
years
for
ago.
me yet. There's hope for me yet.
Yes!
What, would you run for office?
Well, I think I could do one day. If Donald Trump can do it, the GC can do it. He clearly is very strange. And he's the president of the United States.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is a concern and a worry.
I like the way you talk to me like I've just arrived from space.
She doesn't know about Brexit yet.
Well, the reason I'm talking like this because I'm having to think as I'm talking.
Yeah, it's a
to you.
nightmare, isn't it?
Let's have a look and see if Donald Trump is up there. Yes, of course, Donald Trump. Sending Donald Trump to a climate change conference makes about as much sense as sending Mary Berry to Love Island. Trump's impeachment has started, but the question is Trump guilty? And the answer is yes. Yes, he is. OK, fingers on buzzers. Rob's team.
Is it the Amazon bloke getting his phone hacked, Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos, yes. Take a look at him. It's the world's richest thumb.
There he is.
He's worth $115 billion. So I'd fuck him.
Yeah.
So they reckon that the Saudis hacked his phone.
Yeah.
To be fair to the Prince of Saudi Arabia, he just wanted to know where his fucking parcel was.
Yeah.
He got a note for the door saying he weren't in, so he left it in Bahrain.
What did they find on his phone? That he was cheating on his partner?
Allegedly, the Saudi Arabians hacked his phone, got into it, found out that he was having an affair, and then leaked that to the National Enquirer, who then ruined his marriage.
Right.
And then he had to have the largest divorce in human history.
But Saudi Arabia's denial wasn't a denial. It was just like, that's absurd. And you know, all the ladies know, when a man is like, oh, why would I go down on your friend when I have you? That is a rhetorical, that is not a denial. Cheated on me.
Oh, one time, Catherine. Stop going on about it. GC, have you ever been hacked?
I have had incidents where I've been talking on the phone and I feel like someone has tapped in.
Well, you just chatting to someone else, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Are you saying you've been chatting on the phone and someone else got a word in edgeways?
Yeah.
Hang on, who's that?
They're saying that he sent a video file that he opened, and when he opened that video file, then it got into his phone. But, like, what kind of WhatsApp video files are you getting from the Prince of Saudi Arabia? What is he? Oh, not another beheading. Come on, mate. Just reply. You coming to the stag do or not? Men's WhatsApps are disgusting. Some of the filth I get sent, I don't even know the geezer's armo. I get caught up on a five-a-side football group, and they're just getting fannies out of nowhere. It just gets sent to me. Yeah, sometimes I do forward it on. But what I'm saying is... And then when before when I couldn't find out, they get saved to the camera roll. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, there's an iPad of doom knocking around my house.
I think the problem for Jeff Bezos is that he looks like a dick pic. So it's confusing about what's him and what's the dick pic.
I don't understand dick pics. It happens all the time, and is there any woman who's like, oh, yeah, can't wait?
No, and they take the photo. It's not like a nice, garden background. They take it over the toilet.
Have you ever got a dick pic where you thought, do you know what, I'm not interested sexually, but what a photo?
That as my background.
Yeah. Just like because basically, because you want the girl to like you, but also really like you, so you can have it out like, Batsy Dog's Home in the background. Look, my dick's out, but I do charity work.
No, honestly, about 2 months ago, I got airdropped a dick pic in the tube.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
What the fuck is that? So they're in the immediate vicinity.
Oh,
so
right.
it became like this weird...
Yeah, but surely you must have noticed them getting their dick out on the tube. Right, do you know what I would have done? Pulled the emergency cord and went, everyone get their fucking dicks out. I'm not leaving until I see it.
Well, I can tell you it's not one of the most talked about things, but Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world, which I'm sure will be a great comfort to him when his dismembered body parts are being stuffed into a series of duffel bags by Saudi security services. OK, one more thing to get. What else have the nation been talking about?
Is it my favourite weekend indulgence, The Masked Singer, hyphen when commissioners take ketamine?
I'd also imagine that somewhere in the UK, someone has just done a bunch of mushrooms and had a bit of like a tough time, and then a friend's gone, listen, we'll just get you back. We'll get you back to the house. We'll have a cup of tea or chill out, just put on some Saturday night television. And go,
But that's the best bit is when they take off the mask. It's all these mad costumes, and then at the end they're just going, take it off, take it off. And then they take off the mask, and then the crowd go, who is that? Who is that? Judges go like, they're like, oh my God, who's it going to be? I think it might be Adele. If it was Adele, just fuck everyone else off and have her for an hour. Yeah. You're not going to waste Adele by dressing up as a fucking tree, are you?
Right, have you been watching it?
Yeah, my favourite bit was when... Did you see it? Rita Ora was in love with the chameleon, and she was like in love. She thought it might be like Idris Elba, and she was like really in love. And then he took off his head, and it was Justin Hawkins from The Darkness, and she was literally like, she was so upset. Like her horror was like every woman when their Tinder date walks in. It was like she'd rather fuck a lizard than Justin from The Darkness.
It's absolutely true. The chameleon's dick was heavily fetishized. during the entire recording. They kept zooming in. It really made it look like he had a big penis. And then it was a whole segment on a morning chat show. Is it okay to fancy a chameleon? Like the nation was gripped by this.
Yeah, but to be fair, we don't like a dick that can change colour. I think they should do a collaboration with Naked Attraction. You get celebrities, and then you just have to work out who it is by their knob or fanny. And then the judges could be like, oh, it's either Anthony Joshua or Timmy Mallet. I'm not sure who. It's either or.
Gemma, have you seen The Masked Singer?
I have. I was actually asked to appear in the Australian version.
Brilliant. Why didn't you do it?
Because...
No one knows who the fuck you are in Australia. I've just got to check in with Jordan. Jordan, are you the monster?
No, it's not me. It is quite enthralling
So
trying
you're
to
the
figure
monster,
out.
I'm the hedgehog.
Why are you actually the hedgehog?
Yeah.
Are you the hedgehog? Are you the hedgehog? Are you the hedgehog?
I definitely would do
It's
it
me,
and
so-
have done it, and I'm the hedgehog. I fucking win it. Put a bet.
No, Jimmy can't do it. Look at the size of Jimmy's head. If you put anything else on it, you'd crack a vertebrae. He's not...
His shoulders
Not
couldn't
on
take it. He'd just fall over like that.
Let's see if the Masked Singer's up there. Yes, it's the Masked Singer! The Masked Singer is South Korea's second most popular TV format after The Dog's Bollocks, their #1 rated cooking show. In this week's news, Muller, the yoghurt people, have been criticised by doctors over their range of alcohol-flavoured yoghurts. So I got some for us to try.
Yes.
These are gin and tonic flavoured yoghurts. Grab those. There you go. Perfect. Lovely. Hang on. JC, you grab those.
Oh, and they're light.
0.5%.
I don't...
They're not vegan. I'm going to have to try this, aren't I? Because I'm on this show.
You haven't taken much convincing. If you're a vegan, I totally respect
I tell you what, they are delicious, though.
No, leave it. Leave it.
They are.
You don't have to do it.
They are delicious. Have you tried it?
No. I respect you as a vegan. I couldn't allow you. Don't feel compelled because you're on the show, Gemma.
Rob, so
Is that
delicious.
It really is nice.
Oh, that's everything you want, isn't it?
It's like, because it's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, please. All right, let me just smell it.
No, have a taste. Go
Oh,
in.
yeah.
There weren't many
Wow.
I can't believe you put Rob and Gemma next to each other. It's like a before and after photo at a transgender clinic.
It actually is.
What do you think, Harriet?
I don't want to be a dick, but try and be a vegan.
Well done.
Are you a vegan?
Yes.
OK, so that's how a vegan would deal with that situation.
Well, it feels to me like someone at Muller is an alcoholic and they've caught him drinking at his desk and he's gone, what? No research.
It just, for me, just tastes like a lemony yoghurt with a little hint of something, but that something could be that it's just 2 days out of date. It's just, if you trade it off, didn't you? You're not having a prawn 3 days out of date. I can take a yoghurt. I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
It's quite boozy, though, isn't it? I am absolutely mullered.
Finn Taylor, everyone. Finn Taylor. So those were the nation's most popular talking points. But in other news, schools have begun giving out free sanitary towels. Nothing new. We had free periods back when I was in school. And Prince Andrew may lose his 24-hour security detail, which I don't think will bother him because he's never allowed to leave the house again. At the end of that round, Rob, Harriet and Gemma have 1 point. Katherine, Jordan and Finn have 2 points.